up, you motherfuckers.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
Here we go.
What's
One
good?
more time, one more again. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Episode two.
Episode dose.
I don't know why I couldn't get my applause in there, but I'm gonna have to cue that up real quick.
Yeah, you can't start
You know
without
what
the
I'm
applause,
saying?
man.
Come on
Give
now.
us a round of applause.
Clap it up.
There you go.
What is good, y'all? I go by the name of YTC, aka Vert.
I go by the name of King K. You already know.
So, you know what I'm saying? So basically, today we got a special episode of the MC podcast. We're gonna clap it up again, I guess.
I can dig it.
So yeah, man, we got a special episode today. We trying to do this thing where we bring on producers onto the show too. So we trying to bring on producers and artists to come, as a showcase, and we're calling this kind of spinoff or segment, Producers Corner.
Right. Yes, sir. And so, and the difference between this and the artist section is with the producers. We listen to a beat tape, so the beat tape run a little longer than a regular EP, which is like 5 songs. The producer beat tape's probably like 10 instrumentals that we listen to, and we go through it the same way, man. We go through it the same way. So
yeah, so basically, this is pretty much the same format as the artist hot list, where
right.
we break down and give reviews on the EP, or in this case the beat tape,
right.
and then we kind of judge it in 5 categories.
Mm-hmm.
So
those 5 categories, I'll break them down for you, Verb, real quick. So the 5 categories goes as follows. With the producer side is production quality, which consists of, I guess, the arrangement, the mix, which is very important to any beat, originality, versatility, and just the vibe, the overall vibe. So those are the 5 categories we use to critique. I ain't gonna say judge, we're gonna say critique.
Yeah, definitely. And I think those are because we wanted to break down and kind of distinguish the artists from the producers, because you can't really critique them on the same set of principles. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
they're kind of 2 different. There's no rapper, there's no lyrics going on and on beat, so
right.
we can't really give feedback the same way. So we thought production quality, mix, originality, versatility, vibe. I think those are really good, points to
touch on.
Yeah. So, so basically that's it. So, if you're joining us for the first time, the format pretty much goes like this. We got 2 showcase artists on the show. Today we got Kash Beatz, straight out of PG County, Maryland, by way of Jersey.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I had to put it in there, by way of New Jersey.
Right.
And then we got my man Takii, coming straight out of Los Angeles, California. So it should be a dope episode, dope beats, dope variety of beats,
right.
kind of West Coast feel, East Coast feel. So I think it should
comparison.
be a good show. And then
so
basically we got 2 of them. we're gonna critique and play a little bit of each person's music, and then give our little feedback and what we think, what we think about their beat tape or their projects.
Right, and keep in mind, like I said, it ain't no competition. You know what I'm saying? We like to keep it honest, positive. So any criteria or critique we do give, we try to keep it positive. Whether we're giving feedback on the things that we it's our it's a preference thing, right? It's no judgment. The platform is designed to help uplift people, so it's not like we're degrading anybody or anything like that. So I don't want nobody to take anything personal. If you hear something you don't like, there's no ill intentions behind it. We're strictly here to help people and just give our, our critique on it, because you might have a different taste than we have, different flavor than we have, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? There's no judgment here.
And that's a good point too, because the most important part of the show for us is the positive platform for artists and producers and creatives in general. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, I think the interesting part is that, we both got a little bit of a different taste. You know what I'm saying? And the other person has actually never heard the artist or producer that the other one chose. So, it's like a fresh take, honest feedback from somebody who's never heard the stuff. But, both of us love music the same. So, the duplicity of the opinions can be a great thing. So,
Absolutely. So who we getting into first? Who first on the hot list?
First on the hot list. Let's hit it up.
Cue the hot list.
So first on the hot list is Kash Beatz. Kash Beatz.
Yes, sir.
Residing in PG County for right now, but like we said before, straight out of Jersey too.
Yes, sir. Still East Coast. I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah. So if you want to give a little bit of a background on Kash Beatz right now,
yeah, absolutely.
How you came about choosing them, and just a little bit of a background.
Well, Kash, I knew Kash for a long time, since I started rapping. He was my producer, per se, like my first producer, you know what I'm saying? One of my first producers, but I watched him from when he first started until now. And incredible producer, a lot of high potential. He ain't hit the ceiling yet. But straight out of Jersey, all over Jersey, been all over Jersey. I feel like Kash got his own style, you know what I'm saying? So I really can't compare him to anybody, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to enlighten us on his influence. So, but for the most part, I've come up with Kash. So, I thought it'd be a good choice to bring him in, you know what I'm saying, and see how he fares on the musician circle. So
definitely. So the album that you chose to kind of bring onto the show today was 2020 Vision.
Right.
It's a full instrumental album, total of 11 tracks. It's out on SoundCloud right now. And by the way, we're gonna link all the music links in the chat. So if you guys want to check it out, you guys could just click the links in the chat to go there. So all right, without further ado, let's hop into a couple audio snippets of 2020 Vision by Kash Beatz. We're gonna start off.
Do it.
So I'm Kash Beatz. They go blood clot Kash Beatz.
I like that section.
To one of the other tracks.
I like that section.
Yeah, that section was dope. This one is called Who's Bad. This is off track 3 of Kash Beatz 2020 Vision.
Right.
So I'm cash free. Like a blood clot cash free.
We're gonna hop into one more track.
Right.
I think this is
When's the last time you looked at your bathroom? Second
SoundCloud.
thought, you
Yeah,
might
this
not
was
want to
that
make eye
commercial.
contact with that old faucet. It's time to head to Lowe's for some home improvement.
Yeah.
Choose from stylish
SoundCloud
brands like
got us.
American Standard, Delta, and
They had to
Style
get-
Selection.
they gotta pay their
And
bills.
transform
You
your
gotta get
before
that pro
bathroom
version.
into an
man. I ain't
amazing
getting that
after
pro version,
bathroom.
man. Come on, SoundCloud.
You can't see her,
Stop
but
playing
she's
with me, man.
high-fiving herself.
Hey,
Don't
hey, they
just do
gotta
it
pay their
yourself.
bills,
Do
man.
it for yourself. Stop by Lowe's or visit lowes.com/DIFY for
You
vanities
getting
starting at
free
$99.
advertising right now.
Valid
Y'all
through
see-
You know what I'm
3/31
saying?
US only.
Yeah, for real.
All right, this is
So
Quarantine. This is a track 4 off his 2020 version. once again.
2021.
So I'm cash free. Like a blood clot cash free.
Hey, I like that. I like that drum. That shit. Yeah. Nice. Nice little vibe to that.
Shout out to my man Ant in the chat. Renato. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to New Name Beats in the chat as well. Welcome, y'all.
What up? Appreciate the love.
Yeah.
I like that section too. That's dope. Let's get into it.
All right, so let's get into it, man.
Let's definitely get into it.
So basically, let me break down a couple of the notes that I had on Cash. So one of the things that really stood out to me when I was listening and going through this album was the creativity of it, man. Like
Right.
a lot of a lot of the sounds were super unique, man, and some of the things that he did to the sounds were crazy. Like
Different.
So, yeah, what I noticed on a lot of it, and what I was feeling like a lot of the time was he was doing this reverse thing where he would reverse a lot of the melodies on a lot of his tracks. Super dope, man. Like
Yeah. I like that. And you know what? It's different too. I mean, let alone you know as well as I know that even finding a tempo for a sample, anything can be hard sometimes. So let alone reversing it to make it make sense. It's not an easy task to do the way he does it. So I like the way he do that.
And one of the things that I especially was really into was what was I gonna say? Oh, was the melodies, man.
Yeah.
Yo, the melodies on like a lot, like all of these tracks was crazy, man. Like he had some really dope fire melodies, to go along with. I don't even know if they were samples. They sounded like samples. He might have just played them
out.
and threw some, crazy effects on them to make them sound like samples. That shit was crazy though. I love the texture of the sounds that he was creating. He had a lot of nice sirens in that that he likes to rock with. I love the producer tag. The producer tag, really stood out to me. I thought that was really dope. Favorite track off the off the beat tape, the instrumental album, was definitely Quarantine, which was
Quarantine.
the last one that we rocked that you guys just heard was Quarantine. So I mean, the reason why it was my favorite, again, the siren was crazy.
Right.
You know how it hit on the downbeat, every
Downbeat was mean too.
yeah, you know, so that the drums, the way the drums are programmed, really
Boom,
nice.
boom, boom.
Yeah, really
Boom,
nice.
boom,
Dope
boom, boom, boom.
dope groove to it.
Right.
Really good sound selection, and the sounds blended together real nicely. So that shit was dope, man. That was my favorite one.
Right.
Off the beat tape.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you on all. You hit on all cylinders for me.
Yeah, and another thing that another good point that I wanted to point out was, a lot of his tracks were pretty dynamic as far as, they would switch up a bunch during the track. So, meaning that, the listener's not really getting bored and doesn't really know what to expect when you're listening to the beats. So, I mean, I thought that was dope too. Things that I think Cash could touch on. So this is gonna be my sort of critiques on it. Where some of the sound selection, I think could have been a little bit better, especially as far as drums go. Again, let me preface this by, this is definitely my opinion. This is not the end all be all.
Right.
Please go check my man out and see for yourself. But this is just my opinion. But I think some of the drum sounds could have been a little bit better. Some of the snares I thought, could have hit a bit harder at times.
Right.
Some of the grooves, especially with so maybe it's kind of about the drums, but some of the grooves I felt needed a little bit more of a human kind of feel to it. So maybe adding a little bit of swing to it. Instead of quantizing everything on the grid.
Right.
Maybe moving it off a little bit just to give a little bit of a human kind of dynamic to it. That was another thing. And overall, I mean, I think the mixes too. So the mixes I think could have been a little bit tighter. I felt like on some of the tracks, some of the sounds were competing with one another. So, just getting the levels right, maybe getting that low end to pop a little bit more, getting, the 1,000 to like 3,000 range, kind of tightened up.
Through a little bit more
yeah,
tight.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you. And, even when I was listening to it, my critiques are around the same. The mix is one thing that I think maybe need a little, on some tracks though. But some tracks are mixed better than others, and he could have just, we don't know. He could have just mixed the ones he liked better than others. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that happens.
And it could be a matter of preference. That's why I kind of want to, really emphasize, I maybe that's what he liked. And I don't want to discourage people from, trying to, swerve off into another lane, because if that's what you're doing, that's what you like.
That's
so
what
be
you're
it.
doing.
Keep
Exactly.
doing it.
Because you got to remember what we're here for. The platform is to bring people into the cypher and to introduce people that, artists and producers that, some people might not have heard before, and just give them and to spotlight them. So it's not really, like I said, there's no judgment here. This is all preference. This is all tastes. And we want to try to be positive and honest with the viewers as far as what we're trying to give or bring to the table. So
let me wrap this up, because I think I went a little bit long. My bad.
Go ahead.
So basically the final decision, I think the skeleton and the foundation is really there, really dope. Like I said, the melodies are crazy off the hook. I think if he kind of narrows, kind of focuses in on the mixes and the sound selection, man, like, next level shit for real.
Right. And we even got Cash. We were supposed to have Cash on the actual call.
Yeah.
He was trying to get in, but we was doing a thing, and I didn't want to stop the review. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to stop the review.
Yeah. I mean, let's bring him in, because I kind of went over my time limit.
I think we ran a little, slow, but it's all good though, because it's our show, so we do what the hell we want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, but I appreciate the critique, because the thing is, like those little nuances that we give people, you can take that back to the drawing board and like, yo, you know what? YTC was like, let me try this. So it's not even about us down, like, you know what I'm saying? Taking a little bit. It's like being in the studio, man. They'd be like, yo, man, that hook is dope, but try this a little bit and it might bring it out some. And you take that feedback and then you go and you make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so, but
yeah, I mean, like we said in the beginning, it's all about positive, man. It's all
Right.
about getting better each day, and one of the things to do to get better is
Cash Mill here, man. Go
realizing
ahead.
your weaknesses. But yeah, let's bring them in. Let's bring them in.
All right.
Ah, there he is.
Rastaman. Yo.
What's good?
What's up, man? Can you hear us? Yo, why you looking like that? Like,
It's it. Oh, here we go. He's connected to audio. Yo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Ah,
all
what's good?
Was goody.
What's going on, Cash? What happened?
So, hold up. Run that back. Okay. Run that back to the
Did I do that?
Yeah. Run that back to how you had it before.
All right. Yeah. You know what happened? I spotlighted you.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens when we spotlight.
So yeah, it might mess up some of the layouts. But we'll get that we'll get that working.
Nah, it looked fine to me on my side. Would have liked you.
Nah, it jacked up some of the layout.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like he in the box to me. You know what? It's the latency though.
Yeah.
So it might be a delay before it got to where it's supposed to go.
But yo, what up, Cash?
What's good?
How you doing, man?
How y'all doing?
Everybody,
Coolin',
welcome Kash Beatz to
Kash
the show.
Beatz to the cypher, man. What's good?
Oh man, here just relaxing, chilling, working as usual.
Yeah,
That's dope, man. We appreciate you coming on the show, man.
You already know. I appreciate being on it too. You know what I mean? Just the first thing that's been popping.
Yeah.
First guest on it, so
Actually, the second. You the first producer on it, though.
See, I got first nothing.
Yeah, but we wanted to get into had a few questions we wanted to ask you and talk about the 2020 vision a little bit. And we just want to start with what inspired you to make music and how long you've been making music for?
Pretty much I've been making music since like when I was like 5 or 6. I've been making
music that long.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I used to play with pots and pans and stuff like that. Like I'm in a concert and everything.
So you always knew you was gonna be a producer then?
Pretty much, yeah. Or pretty much producing anything, like a movie. I used to take the little puppets, like they were in the movie or something like that. I used to do crazy shit.
Yeah. That's definitely some crazy.
I was a bit of a weirdo.
So how would you describe your style of beat making?
On the smooth, I'm more of a smooth kind of brother, so it always had that smooth flow to it. Some, but I'll switch it up a little bit. But pretty much it's going to sound like how I would make it, Cash. So I don't know. I can't refer myself to really nobody else because
I wasn't trying to say like who you compare yourself to.
Yeah.
Just how would you describe your style? You said smooth, so that pretty much answered the question.
Yeah.
So who are your influences though, beat maker wise or producer wise?
Producer wise, Timbaland is one of my top.
I can see that.
Too.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And
that's
a good one to have too.
Yeah, for real.
That's a good one to have.
Beats.
Make a lot of sense.
That's a legend right there.
Right.
Definitely Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Producers. My top 3, pretty much, them 3.
Okay. That's a good choice, man.
A little bit Pharrell, but those my top 3.
Yeah, man. That's a dope top 3 to have.
Definitely a nice lineup.
That was my gen. I grew up listening to them more.
Right.
So Cash, what are you making beats on right now? What's some of your favorite go-to plugins that you working with right now?
Well, pretty much I work on my FL Studio 10.
Where they at right now? Is that the latest, or I'm not sure.
Oh, 2020 is like the latest right now. Using FL Studio 10. If y'all really want to know, I'm using 10, and I'll stick. Really head to the 20.
Yo, this shit works, man. You know.
Yeah. I want everybody to know that you don't have to, because it's the latest or it's the update, and it got all the special features and stuff like that.
Yo, I've been making beats on my phone, man. I've been making beats on like crazy beats on my phone.
I can't phone, but I just always done it on the computer.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's dope, man. So, what's next for you? You got any projects coming up?
Oh yes, I definitely have a few projects coming up. I have a few projects with some other producers as well. It's called Yours Truly. But I don't really have no set date. I'm still working on it right now, but there's no set date. But it should be coming out like around April. I'm heading for April.
Okay, that's dope. So how can people get a hold of your music, man?
Pretty much I'm on SoundCloud. You could type in Kash Beat.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just linked his SoundCloud in the chat on Twitch. If you guys are watching,
perfect.
So
See, we got you, kid. We got you.
That's my platform for right now, but sooner or later, I'll have a bigger platform for y'all guys to go to. So
you got any projects coming out?
I just asked him that.
Yeah,
they in the works.
Yours Truly.
All right.
Yours Truly.
That's the name of the project with a few other producers, and plus I'm about to work on a project, but that's probably come out like around end of summer.
Okay. Yo, did you get a chance to listen?
Time with these projects, I just don't rush them and just be like, yeah, there's a project here and a whole bunch of. No, I really take my time because it's really about things I'm seeing in life or my feelings. It's process. So
you're an emo beat maker.
Definitely.
Pretty much.
Yo, I feel that, man. Me too. Me too, Cat. I be up in my feelings when I make beats. I don't care.
I'm gonna just make a beat today. Like, nah, it's really gotta do it. Feelings is how I'm feeling. Right. I don't have no set thing that I'm going in for today's beat. Like, this is what I'm gonna make today. No, I just go in there and where it take me to is that's where I'm going. So
did you get a chance to listen to any of the feedback that we gave? Like to any of the critique that we gave?
No, I did not get to.
Oh, well, then when you go back and watch this, you'll be able to hear some of the critique we gave you.
I was couple of trying to get on.
Yeah, we ran through a couple of tracks. We played them on the show, and then we gave a little bit of critiques and feedback on the album as a whole. Well, I did pretty much, but yeah, you could check that out on the replay.
Okay,
yeah, sure. Man. And it's all it's all like I said before, man. It's all positive. We want to keep everything positive. Any critique we give, we just try to it's always going to be a balance. Everything can't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But this is a thing. It's a preference thing. It's a taste thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not to judge anybody, but merely just to help if we can. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got a nice groove on it. So we like the music and all of that. So it's always a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? When you get good music, you get good beats and all that. So it's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope, man. We look forward to hearing more from you, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for hopping on the show, Kat.
Hope y'all enjoyed that, man. That was my nice little lane there. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, King.
Like that, so.
Right.
Word. So yeah, like you said, check him out. I got his album linked in on the Twitch chat, so you can just click there, or you can search for Kash Beatz on SoundCloud.
Right.
Kash, man, thanks for joining in, brother.
Appreciate you, King.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
All right, man.
Peace.
Man.
Peace. And we got Takii already in the waiting room, bro.
Oh, he in the waiting room. Yo, we got kick. There you go.
But he out of here.
Kick his ass out. Nah, yo, we love you, Kash.
Yeah, word, my
shit.
man.
Takii in the waiting room. We ain't even get to check out his joint yet. But
so what you wanna bring him in while we doing this review?
Oh
shit.
nah,
Where you go?
Yeah. That damn bootleg ass EOS webcam utility. Y'all got a couple bugs in your software, man. Y'all need to fix that.
They over there on some bullshit right now.
$1 billion company putting out some bootleg apps and software.
Man,
Come on now.
Canon always looking for that shortcut, man. Cutting corners and shit.
So Takii is in the waiting room. So I mean,
in the waiting room.
So maybe see, I would love to rock some of his joints, but I mean, I don't want to keep him waiting. So
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I still got to give his critique and all that.
Yeah, so
you be waiting for it.
Let's bring him in.
All right.
Let's bring him in. Let me know when he's hopping on.
He coming in now.
All right. We didn't get to do Cash and shit, but.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Dre is a fool for this, man. Yo, but the Pac verse though, is crazy.
What up?
Hey,
Yo.
there he is.
He in the building. Good.
What's good, my brother?
What's good, brother?
Hey, man, I'm well, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
What's good? So everybody, welcome Takii to the show. Yo, and I got to start it off like this, right? So I've been pronouncing your name as Takii. Is that the correct pronunciation for your name?
Yeah, it's Takii.
It's Takii. All right, bet.
Takii?
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Word
Thanks.
up.
Thanks.
Word up,
Appreciate
man. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
So,
Thank you for having me.
So Takii, basically a little background on him. Takii is actually, I hopped on, kind of this producer community as far as Koala goes, and we'll go into that a little bit further. And then I came across Takii, and I'm like, yo, this dude is absolutely smashing stuff. So I wanted to bring him on. Takii,
right.
this is my man K.
What up?
Little introduction. He's also a producer / rapper / videographer. He does all that shit, man. So
I do too much shit. Too much shit. I can't even keep track of this shit no more. But, it's all good.
Yeah. So Takii, we kind of ran a little overtime with our last guest. So we didn't actually get to run through your latest drop. So if you want to just kind of introduce your latest drop. Give a little feedback on it, some of the inspirations, or whatever you want to say about it. The floor is yours, the stage is yours.
So I was really not gonna release anything prior to Koala, like prior to when I found out what Koala was. But then when I had Koala,
I don't even mean to cut you off, but can you explain? You hear me?
Yeah, you can. I can hear you. It was cutting off.
Can you just explain what Koala is for those who don't know?
Okay, so Koala is an app. So basically, it's a sampler, and you can sample anything from the mic, or you can hook up, a USB to your phone or to your iPad, and then you can sample from a mic. So basically, it's just a sampler on your phone. That's basically how I see it.
So you made all the beats on your phone?
Yeah, all of the beats on my phone.
That's crazy.
All of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it is an insane app.
Yo, that just changed my whole perspective of that tape. That's crazy.
King, if you get a chance, you got to check this app out, man, because Koala is absolutely no joke. I got to say, I've been outside of my door, a lot because of Koala. So anybody viewing and listening, yeah,
because I have Logic, I have FL Studio, I have Ableton,
right.
And if you just want to lay down an idea or whatever, Logic and everything, it's a little extensive because you get distracted at how deep you can go into the sound. But then you hop on Koala and you load up some drum kits, you load up a sample, and you're chopping it up in no time. It's so quick. So when I found out when I found out what Koala was, I was like, you know what? I think I can make something that, you know, like I could feel good to put out. And like it took me a while to find a couple beats, you know, to like fit it. So I just picked a few of the beats that I've done in like the past few months, and yeah, man, like that's
how you came up with the project. That's dope, man. I respect that. I respect that. It's creative. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely creative, man. And I think when you have like an output like that, like something is your phone, you could do it on the go and still come up with some of the stuff I've heard. That's pretty. I don't even know, extraordinary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you. And I got a few more records that has a lot more like inclusiveness. You know, like because I'm just now knowing like how much Koala can go in depth and how you can get your point across so quick. You know, with your music. You know, as opposed to getting on like one of the big dolls and, you know, spending, you know, hours, even days, you know, like, you know, polishing certain things, you know.
Facts.
So I feel like it's a wonderful thing.
And that's one of the things that I enjoy about Koala too is, you know, going through the process, man. It's like, you know, you don't have all this other stuff to toy around with. It's like, you know, you get down to the actual stuff that matters, which is making the music and expressing your idea in a tangible form. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about Koala, and that's why I've been on it like crazy for the past, you know, 6 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all putting me on something new. I ain't never heard of this shit.
Yeah, you got to download it, man. Shout out to the whole, you know, Koala gang fam, like, you know, out there, because, you know, they strong too, man.
Word.
But yeah, man. So basically, 11-8 was just a compilation of some of the tracks that you put down on Koala. How did you come up with the name 11-8? Can you?
So 11-8 is that's my birthday.
Oh, you a Scorpio?
No. I'm a January, so January 18th.
Oh, okay, got it. 118. Got you.
Yeah. So I'm a Capricorn.
I almost gave you cool points. You just fucked it up.
Hey, it's cool. So like I didn't know about numerology or anything, and like I just kept seeing that number. And then I put the two and two together, and I seen that I realized that, you know, that is my birthday, and I looked it up. You just bored looking up stuff on the internet and stuff. Right. So I just looked up that number. I just looked up what could be the significance of it, and it just told me it's like an angel number, you know, and it's there for guidance and different things.
It's like 11-11.
That shit is dope,
right?
Man.
It's like 11-11. Yeah. So like I've been on 11-8 for, you know, since then. It's been like a few years now, you know.
Gosh, that's dope. So one of the things we do on a hot list is we like to, you know, go through he gave me you the review. I gave him Kash review. So I got a few notes excuse me, that I took down for 11-8, and we want to get into that real quick. Hey,
for sure.
Verb, you want to run the hot list intro to the hot list, or you want to? All right.
Yeah,
so
man.
we got Takii on the hot list today, man. So
let's do it,
man. My notes on 11-8, man.
Hold up. Now we gotta rock some of the tracks. So what we usually do is we rock some snippets of the album or the project. So
right, yeah. Do you?
Queued up.
Are you gonna run? You know which street to run? Because you know what I'm saying. You just going random.
I'm going random right now, but I do know which one I want to run though.
I know which one you want to run too, but I need you to run something else.
I'm gonna run that first, yo. Which one is the fucking Drew Hill joint, yo?
The sleeping in my bed joint.
4.
That's
4.
Yo, I gotta rock this joint, man. I gotta rock this
feeling, and I just can't turn it loose. Somebody's sleeping, and somebody's been getting next to you. I don't wanna walk around knowing I was yours. Must be the man that I am.
I'm gonna stop that right there because any ones that you want to highlight? Okay.
You gotta play number 6.
Number 6. All right, bet. This one is called New as Hard.
Oh yeah.
You call me. You're the only one I want by my side when I fall asleep. Tell me what I'm waiting for. Tell me what I'm waiting for. See, I know it's hard, but we need each other. I know it's hard. Spending all my nights alone, waiting for you to call me.
Let's go.
You're the only one I want by my side.
That's straight club lounge music right
It's
there.
that Jersey.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It's got a Jersey feel to it right here, man. Jersey club feel.
I know it's hard. Spending all my nights alone, waiting for you to call me.
It's what we was rocking to in the skating rink right here,
Right,
boy.
right. That's that roll bounce, right? That's dope.
See, I know it's hard, but we need each other. I know it's
Yeah, I like that right there. And then
spending my nights alone, waiting for
I like that
you to
break
call
back.
me. You're the only one I want by my side when I fall asleep. Tell me what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I like that.
Tell me what I'm waiting for. See, I know it's hard, but we need each other. I know it's hard. Spending all my nights alone, waiting for you.
You be in the club dancing for like an hour to that shit. Your legs be tired as hell. Legs be tired as hell.
Your corns hurting on your feet.
You know what I'm saying?
You know we old, man.
And one more, number 5 actually. Number 5 is dope too. Yeah. That's crazy you made that shit on your phone.
That shit funky as hell.
Yeah, I hear we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it.
It's that funk right there.
I like that. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it's dope, man. Give him a round of applause, man. Give him a round of applause,
Hold
man.
on, let's hit that applause
Appreciate
real
it.
quick. Let's hit that applause real quick. Well,
That's
I
dope.
just for anybody watching or listening, I actually linked the Bandcamp to Takii's Bandcamp in the chat, so go check that album out. Run them plays up.
You got a nice fire on there. So, it's a few things. I took some notes on there. For the most that I picked up was the West Coast vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like from the rip. If I didn't know you was from Cali, that West Coast vibe stand out. That's like straight low rider music. You know what I'm saying? I say 80% outside of the club song, because that's probably the only one you have at like that tempo that's up like that. Outside of that, most of those is like low rider music, right? So and what I picture is some of those things you can be used in video games. See, some music ain't always meant to be rapped on and sang on. Some could be scores. You know what I'm saying? Some could just be. You know what I'm saying? So I got that.
I understand.
I hear funk in there, especially with the bass lines. If I had to, I like the Drew Hill sample. I like how you use, and the part of the Drew Hill sample that you use during the verse part is probably not a part that people would normally use, where you were using like he was talking. You use that part during the, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was creative, very original. So I think the what else I got here? Okay. All I Need has a nice vibe to it. I like the drums on there. That was dope. The bass lines were great. The arrangements, I think for the most part, the ranges was dope. I like some of the change ups. If I was to give a flip side to everything, like a critique, then I would go for and I know it's on the phone now, so like I said, look at it differently now, but
That's why I was trying to tell him. He was trying to get it out of me. Like, yo, what's he making his beats on? I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna tell you. I was like,
tell me.
I was like, yo, just listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want it to be like, oh, he made it on the phone, so this and that.
But now I understand why he didn't tell me, because now, like, when I listen to it, see, the thing about this, I'm also an artist too, right? So when it comes to picking beats out, a mix is very important. You know what I'm saying? The overall sound quality of an instrumental determines whether someone's going to pick the beat or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
And I know too, as a producer, sometimes I make beats and I won't even mix them. I just download them, export them, I move on to the next. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to learn how important it is to take a little extra time to mix my joints down. You know what I'm saying? So some of the snares I think was that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that was a real pet peeve of mine of my beats. That's one of the main reasons why it took me so long to even like want to release it, because of the mixes. And I was thinking about like stemming them out into Logic or stemming them out into Ableton,
mixing them down
and doing that. But then I wouldn't like. I wanted to be authentic. I wanted to be original, you know.
Right.
And then now that we got AUM. Now I'm like stemming them out on my phone. So my next project, it's already almost done. So like my next project is gonna be like the mix and everything wise. It's gonna be really nice. But I wanted to get this project done because it was just so many vibes, just so many good tracks that I wouldn't even listen to on myself.
Right.
And I'm be like, wait, man, like, wait, this is pretty good, you know, like I had to get myself on the pat of the back, because it's like, you know, like I'm usually really hard on myself and I don't release stuff, you know.
Right.
But now that I got this, it's like, oh man,
now you can step it up. Yeah, man, because exactly. I'm telling you, like, a mix is important. So that was one of the things that I picked up on. Also, maybe the tempo of some of the records. Like I hear like the same tempo. I don't know if you're using the same tempo, but I hear that tempo a lot through the course of the record. So it gives me, even though it's like a boom bap time, type of feel, I still find that tempo occurring more than once. So, and I know you have the ability to switch it up because I've heard it. So, you know what I'm saying? So those things are, all right, well, the tempo, sometimes, maybe try to give yourself the sped up joint. Like I said, that one stuck out to me because it was a different tempo than the other records. So the tempo thing was something that I looked at too. Like I said, I'm not judging. I'm just, just how, my preference.
Yeah.
I like it.
For sure.
Thank you. Also, build-ups, man. I mean, sometimes build-ups can take a record a whole different way too. And that's why I say, like, you telling me you did it on the phone, so now I'm like, oh man, like I'm critiquing it, like, I don't want to go too hard on you.
No. Hey, I want to hear it all, because I want to see if certain things like that I was picking out, like about it, somebody else would probably be, thinking the same thing. So it's like, okay, now I'm really like, R&D, and that's what I wanted to say. Like, I'm R&D,
and like that's basically the premise of the show too, is because me and King, we go back, but we kind of have a different taste. As far as the things that we dig. So the dynamics of that is dope, because he might not necessarily be into the stuff that I'm into. So when I bring an artist on, you're going to get a fresh take on it. You're going to get fresh feedback that's from somebody that might not, normally, bump your stuff. So, I think, that's kind of the, the premise of the show, for new ears to kind of listen to it and then give their feedback as well. Because I think, and we're all about positivity here on this show. So, everything is done, in a positive, with a positive intention. So so I mean, and see, like, we all out of our format like we would normally do, because we actually got you on doing a review. So certain things that happen with you didn't even happen with Cash, and and like, even
it's all gravy. It's all gravy.
No doubt. But even to that point that YTC just made, even when we was talking to Cash, it was the same thing. Like, like, I think that the one thing that stands out to both of us had, like, if we had the critique anything, it was the mix. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you, because I know producers that can really mix, but the arrangement might be lacking. You know what I'm saying? And I know producers,
or they choice of sounds, it might be off.
Exactly.
Right.
So super duper important. Like
And so what I got from this project was maybe a little bit of choppiness, but now I'm attributing that to the actual phone thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the fluidity of it. That's why I say maybe if you was to speed it up a little bit, maybe to make it mesh a little bit, make it a little bit more tighter, and it could have been from the phone situation.
But see, I dig that. I dig the
rawness.
I dig
the grittiness.
The kind of it's kind of off kilt. Like I dig the bounce of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like all about
absolutely.
that bounce.
Absolutely.
So,
That's
right.
But yeah, so with that being, Kay, you got anything else you wanted to share?
I think that's about it, man. I think that's about it.
So
nice job, though. Overall, nice job.
I wanted to hop into some questions for my man Takii. So I wanted to, kind of give the viewers and the listeners a little bit more of a background into you and, your musical, background. So like first question, who can you say is, your inspiration? It could be, 1, 2, 3 people, whoever, but what's kind of your inspiration with the music?
Oh man. So I'll probably say 4 names, and then I think that's probably the best way I can sum it up, or the shortest way I can sum it up.
It don't matter.
I go DJ. Okay, I go DJ Quick.
I knew it.
I go Battle Cat.
I knew it.
Yeah, I go Battle Cat. I go Timbaland, and then I go Pharrell.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cash picked 2 of those too. He picked Timbaland and Pharrell.
So the producer that came on before you actually had Timbo and Pharrell as well, and as his inspiration.
And
he had Dre in there too. Yeah.
Dre. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Dre has an ear. Dre has an ear. Man, that's just crazy.
I could definitely see that. DJ Quick too, man.
I definitely see the Quick in Battle Cat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, let's get a little bit, so what got you into beat making, and how did you actually start off beat making?
I was a dancer.
Okay.
I used to dance
you a belly dancer?
Nah, man, I'm a pop. God damn, don't give me, hey, no, no, man, I can't, yeah, man. Come on, Kay.
Yeah, you said, come on, man, my fault. You set yourself up. You set yourself up, yo. You just said you was a dancer, yo. You could have been at Magic Mike's, man. You gotta be more specific.
No, hell no. So when we out here on the West Coast, and wait, Kay, you say you from Jersey or?
Yeah,
from Jersey, right?
We from Jersey.
Both from Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all got go-go's, y'all got all of that stuff. Oh man, don't try to play me, man. Y'all dance. I'm pretty sure you do.
Oh no, I seen K dance. I seen
I'm sure.
That too.
No, but I used to pop lock,
all right, break dance. Oh yeah, you one of the elements.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I used to write.
Oh nah, you a real hip hop head then. That's part of the culture.
Hell yeah. I'm a student, man.
Likewise. That's dope.
And I love it. So
I was a dancer. What was your tag name? What was your tag name though? Was it
I went by Swift.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yeah, I went by Swift. But yeah, man. So I was dancing and I used to like certain tracks that I'm dancing to, but I low-key got tired of trying to find certain tracks. I low-key got tired because I started making beats in when I was in 8th grade, and I was making beats on FL Studio.
Right.
And from there, and that's crazy because I just recently heard my first beat that I ever did, recently, a couple hours ago, and I hear all different kind of other things that I could have done. But it's trash, of course. It's trash. but it's crazy to see the progress and how much I've learned and how much I've come, but how far I've come, But yeah, I started making beats because I wanted to dance and I wanted to dance to my own tracks. But then it turned out to I fell in love with making music that I just stopped dancing.
You know what? I think it's all embodied in the same thing. It's the music. You know what I'm saying? I think, whether it be dance, whether you play an instrument, whether you making beats, whether you sing, rap, there's all that one commonality. It's just the love of making music and the love of creating. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest part, regardless of the medium, regardless if it's dancing to express, regardless of whether it's making music to express, you're still in the same boat. You're just doing it a different way,
Yeah, man.
Right.
There's definitely more than one element to hip hop, and dancing is definitely one of them. Graffiti is definitely one of them. Beat making, DJing, and
you still popping, K? You still popping and locking?
he said,
"Yeah, he ain't even gonna answer that."
Can't go throw his back out. They get that icy hot out.
Oh man,
get that Ben Gay out. Shit, he looked at like,
No,
man, like, hell no, I ain't still popping. Pop a bone.
Man,
Nah.
y'all, I'm telling you, if y'all go to a house party, y'all gonna bust out some dance.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And come on, man.
We might be hurt.
yeah,
We might be hurting the next day, but you definitely
shit, I
see
be hurt going
no
in.
more, but I dance.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I hear you.
I
Nah, I
get
respect
down.
it. I respect it, man. I respect it.
But another question I wanted to run by you too was what top 5 rappers dead or alive. I want to kind of get a sense of what you're into as far as.
Wow, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. Okay, so my number one, I say, sheesh. Wow, cause damn.
Man, you better say Pac, stop playing.
Nah, man, cause it's not even that. Like I feel like Nip made more of an impact.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's
I ain't
like
arguing with that. Can't argue with
so
that.
I want to say Pac, but I gotta say Nip number one. You know, cause shit.
It's Nip.
Yeah, it's Nip.
It's Nip.
It's Nip.
Can't go wrong with Nip.
So
For real.
I say Nip number one. Number two, Pat Poose.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Number three, Kendrick.
Mm.
Number four, I say, damn, that's hard because it's so many new cats. That's how,
but
like,
that's why you gotta focus. That's why we say dead or alive. It don't even matter if
dead or alive. That's true. Yeah. So I was at Kendrick, then I say Tupac, and then I say God damn. Yeah, I say J. Cole. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a dope top 5.
I like it.
I've been listening to all those cats like on a regular for the past years, man. So yeah.
I respect it.
Y'all seen that Pap video when he did the cereal shit?
Yeah,
bro, that was funny. That was hilarious.
That shit was crazy. But I'm like, how many boxes of cereal you got in your crib though?
For real. What's up,
man? Like 20 boxes of cereal.
Yeah, go ahead without me. Go ahead.
But
yeah,
man. I mean, you got anything else for him?
Yeah, nah, that was it. I had one more question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So. K don't know this. I don't think K knows this, but like you were the winner of the SP404 Koala battle, So
man, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Like what? Like is that a code? Is that a what? Like
what is you talking about, man?
Put in that matrix code and shit.
Speak English.
Nah, so the SP404 versus Koala battle started because some cats was chirping on like the SP404 forums, and DiBiase caught wind of it and put it on Twitter, and I to be honest, I was like, hey, line it up. Like it's whatever. Like I'm with it. I'm with it all. So they set it up and like, I joined, and shoot, I won, man. Like it was pretty cool.
So like how many beats in total did you have to make to actually, compete? Like, was it like a long process or?
No, well, it was like. So I think it was one day to make, I think one beat, and then another day, it was another day to make 3 beats, and then we were battling and stuff. So it wasn't like too extensive. I made 2 beats in one day. I made 5 beats in one day, but like it was just that battle aspect. It just kind of like fed me. It was like, oh snap!
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You about to take somebody's head off.
Kay, I'm about to link you. I'm about to link that. I'll link that battle to you after the show, so you can see that shit. But
yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, nah, man, Cannon messing with me. But that was that was my last question. You got anything, Kay?
Nah, I mean, he pretty much answered everything for me, man. I'm just, it was fun, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming on.
I got some questions, or like maybe one or two.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right away.
Okay. So in listening to the tape, K, I know you said the mixes and everything else, but what's another thing that you could possibly see me working on, or like that you would wish that you could hear, better?
More. Okay. So so I like the bass lines and stuff on there, right? So when one thing about me is I'm as a rapper also, like, you respect versatility. So maybe, let me ask you a question. What tempo do you normally go with? Is there a set tempo you rock with?
Recently it's been like 85,
90, right? Okay, 85.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I can hear that. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever tried going past the 100 mark? As far as
I used to. So what I used to do, I used to make beats at halftime also, but I used to make I can make trap. I just haven't released that. I got like
I don't even care about. I don't care about that. Yeah, like I like.
Yeah, but
I like
no,
real hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I've gone past 100. I've gone past like 120. I made different music, different genres of music.
Right.
And I've messed around with it, but I find like 80s and like the 90s.
That's your
more
lane.
Of
it's a cruising thing. It's a vibing thing.
It is.
That's my sweet spot too, man.
Right.
That's my sweet spot.
Yeah. And,
I'm like a 90. I'm like in the 90, 95 area most of the time too. So I understand.
Yeah.
And look, and like I said, it's no knock. I just, I just hear it. You hear that? I can hear that. That's your lane, whatever.
So was that one of the things, Kay? Was that one of the things that you would want to hear, like a different tempo?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because I mean, he obviously have worked on it before, so maybe it's just this particular tape he didn't give that. So I mean, now I'm gonna go inside your library. Now I'm gonna go and check you out further. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of the platform, anyway. But I like what you do with the samples, though. I like what you do with the samples, so that's dope.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I got some funk stuff, some reggae stuff, like that's out on iTunes and stuff that I did, just messing around with Logic and stuff. So, just search up my name, TVKII.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look further into it, man. Definitely gonna look further into it. And you got any other questions?
YTC. I had a question. It was on the tip of my tongue too. I can't even think of it right now. Shoot.
That's because K be talking too much, man.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't even
on, man.
He wasn't even.
You see the shit behind me? You see the shit behind me? It's a microphone. Microphones are meant to be talked on. The fuck is he talking about?
No, but I can't think of the question I had YTC, but
I got a question for YTC.
What's up?
For sure.
Why you minding my motherfucking business?
Snap.
Nah, man. Yo, I tell you what though, I respect the grind. Like just like Cash too, man. I appreciate both of y'all coming on and giving us the opportunity, because a lot of people, like I said, this is about positivity. So you know what I'm saying? We have a good time just listening to the music and being able to give feedback without it being a negative thing, but a positive. And you can't give positive feedback without giving negative also. So, I mean, the whole point is to really just put you guys on a platform so we can, dive into your music and let other people dive into your music and fill you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's all love. It's all gravy, man. I believe in balance, man. I believe in balance. So you can't be too positive without receiving anything.
Right.
You got to do something with it, and it's not bad.
Right.
Like, negative energy ain't always bad. It's negative energy. You could put that into something else. I've done a lot of studying, bro.
I respect it, man. I respect it.
Yeah,
like I
man.
said, like both our guests today are ultra positive, super talented, man. I look forward to hearing from both of you guys more, man. Appreciate it.
For
definitely.
Sure. Thank you, man.
Yo, appreciate you, man.
And I thank you all for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. Nothing but love, man. Respect.
All right, for sure.
Peace.
Peace.
That was dope, man.
Yeah, man. So yo, we had two dope guests on the show today, man.
Yeah, man.
I gotta say, man, it was dope.
Me and me. We had me and me on the show today.
Nah, but it was dope. You know, shout out to Kash, shout out to
shout out to Kash, man. Both of them, man.
For hopping
and you know
on.
what? Hey, yo, and one thing I want to point out too, like the polarizing difference between both producers, right? Almost like last week with the artists.
Yeah.
Complete difference.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the versatility the range that, you know, both of them show. You know what I'm saying? Because with Kash, you have on one side, you have Kash where you know, he do a ton of reversing his beats and his melodies and hard hitting drums.
You know what? We didn't even get into like some of the more eclectic stuff that Kash has in his catalog too, because there are some tracks on that instrumental album that's really serious. Are, you know, the drums go crazy, man. The hats is like, you know, like I had one of the notes was like the hats was taking me all over the place. So I mean, you know, so yeah, Kash. Like he got a lot of versatility in his tracks, you know.
And I wanted to point out too with Kash the complexity of some of his arrangements.
Yep.
Right. So and I think that's a big thing for originality or identity as a producer and what he does with his beats. Right. So like you know as well as I know as far as beat makers go, some find their identity in their choruses, some find them in their bridges, some find them in their bass lines, some find it in their chord progressions. And I think Kash, his identity is found something like in the midst of his drums and some of the technical things he does with his sound effects, because he uses his sound effects as part of his melodies sometimes, and I think that's a dope feel to it.
His stuff is so intricate, man. If you guys, you know, you guys out there watching and listening, man, we didn't get to rock you know, a bunch of each of the producers projects, but you know, go check them out. They're you know, they're in the chat to hear more of the stuff. Right,
because we was a little off schedule today. We didn't stick to the structure we normally stick, but it's fine though. We do what we want.
Yeah, that's how we do.
Yeah, that's how we do. We do whatever the fuck we want. But nah, it's cool though, because sometimes it's better not to be too structured anyway, man. Things get all tight and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wanna have like, you know, kind of just like we're chilling. You know, like
it's a conversation.
We're just chopping it up. So
right, and even to your point about Takii, what I thought was dope is like the rawness of it all, right? With because now I get overall hip hop, but I like the funk sections in his beats, because I hear the funk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You hear the funk.
It's funky as hell. Like even the bass lines, like you touched on it a little bit. The bass lines that he be coming up with is crazy, man.
I was thinking Eric Sermon on some of the ones. Like if you really go through the project, I hear Eric Sermon influences, and maybe he ain't really pick up on that, but I keyed in on that as far as the actual bass lines go. But then you also when I'm hearing that, I'm visualizing lowriders going up and down, type hitting switches and shit. Yeah, that's why I said, like, even for both of the producers, I can literally hear both of the producer tracks in video games.
Yeah,
especially now, urban video games now, right?
Yeah,
like a GTA. I can hear that music being played on the GTA stations and things like that. And so I want people to understand, like, instrumentals don't necessarily have to mean you have to rap on it. Or you can be scored for a music, like a movie. You could be scored for a cartoon. They can do so many things, man. It don't have to just be the range of just hip hop or things like that, man. You got to think outside the box.
And that's and that's another thing that I love about you know, producers, you know, especially right now, is, you know, pushing the envelope and, you know, not being afraid to do different kinds of things.
Right.
Because I'm hearing so much versatility in music nowadays, and I love it, man. To be honest, like, you know, that's my whole thing. Like, I want to see everybody create, because, you know, once everybody creates, they put a little bit of themselves out into the world, out into the universe. Right. And then, you know, the world can only be a better place with all of that creativity unleashed, you know.
Preach.
And that's what I love about it. So I love, you know, people pushing the envelope. That's what I loved about our two guests today was, you know, they're not, you know, they're not something that you would be familiar with or sound familiar. You know, they just do them. So it's dope.
Yeah, and I mean, I respect it. I respect it, man, because at the end of the day, like, you can't like, when it comes to creating, you can't really have a limit, right? And like I said before, especially like with Kash and Takii, like, you see the potential, and I don't feel like they have a ceiling. When you start giving yourself a ceiling, then you really never get to where you want to be. So I like the fact that even Kash said he got products, he's working with people now, other producers. That's dope, because even on that actual album, I think he had like 2 or 3 collabos with other producers on there.
I peeped that.
So I mean, and that's like, you know, as a rapper, you featuring other rappers on. So that's dope to see producers coming together to do things like that.
Yeah, I love it, man. I can't express how much I enjoyed having these 2 guests on today.
Yeah, that was dope.
And shout out Koala Bcast in the chat. Shout out Remy and the whole Koala fam. You know, we introduced Koala to King K
Word.
today.
I'm gonna check it out.
So he's gonna check it out. But
absolutely, I'm gonna come up on him.
Shout out to everybody. You know, in the Koala gang and
shout
the
out,
Koala
man.
fam.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man, like I was saying, like I thoroughly enjoyed both of our guests.
Yeah, I did too, man. It was wonderful.
It was dope.
Hey, man, first episode of Producers Corner, man. Like, it's dope. Second episode of the Musician Circle podcast, and we know we touched down with the producers, and next week we're going back to the artists. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna try to keep coming, man, with some new heat every week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I think we can wrap it up, but before we do, I want to leave with a quote. You know what I'm saying? It's just a short quote. It's a short quote, but powerful. You got anything else to say before we take it?
Nah, man. Just a thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who's checking out, followed, shared, just downright supported. We appreciate y'all, and we just trying to make it better for y'all and give y'all that stage. So appreciate y'all, and thank you. So that's it.
Well said. So we're gonna leave with a quote, man. We like to leave every show with a nice quote, with positive energy and some inspiration and motivation. So this one is it's very short. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. And that's by Herman Melville. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is self-explanatory.
And that's a dope quote to end this show on too, man.
Absolutely,
fitting, man.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely
y'all. So yo, peace out once again. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Fact. YT, my man.
Yeah, man. Another
Salute.
one at MC Podcast signing off.
Yes, sir. Take this out.
Yeah. We're gonna let this ride out.
Yeah, let that go.
Make sure y'all follow us. Our IGs are underneath our names too on the stream. So peace and love, y'all.